Welcome back to my channel. 2024 is here, and I'm sure that you have goals for your skin. Once again, I welcome you back to my channel. It's time to glow from within out. My name is Orofe Adetinobi, and I'm here to give you value overload for this year. So let's dive right in. So I'm going to be talking about five things that could be worsening your acne. But before I get right in, you want to ensure that you are subscribed to my channel so that you always get notification when I drop the next video and the next video and the next video. You want to like each video because that shows that you're engaging, and of course other people will be able to see it. At the same time, drop comments. You can ask questions and I'll be right there in the comments to answer you. Please ensure you also share these videos for others to see it. So let's get right in. What are the things you might be doing? These are 5 common mistakes or things that people do, or things that can impact your acne negatively, worsen it, make it get even more or uncontrollable. Now, the first thing you must understand is that when it comes to the skin is the largest organ, and I keep saying this, of the body. It's a mirror to what is going on. So if you're going to talk about the skin, there's no way you're not going to talk about what is coming from within out. And that's why it's important to talk about the gut health. The gut health talks about the health of your stomach, all right, where you have all the digestion going on. And there are over 500 different types of bacteria, named and unnamed, right there in your colon, small, large intestine. And that's the activities, the breaking down of food, production of nutrients, absorption and all that eventually impacts your skin health. So when things are not okay down there, right in there, you begin to find some reaction on your skin. You find out that you're breaking out. You find out that you are continuously having a particular kind of reaction or sudden reaction. So your gut health is very, very important. What you eat, whether you have allergies, food allergies, you will find out. So most skincare issues come from food allergies, gut issues around digestion, acid reflux, and many more things in the colon and all that. And that's why it's very, very, very important for you to understand what works for you, what you can tolerate, what are the allergies you have, what food allergies you have, what you can tolerate, so that you can eat accordingly. And also taking things, taking food, sweet things like sugar and all the likes, they are not so good for your skin. They're not so good for your guts, and you most likely will begin to break out and find that you're having dull skin and all the likes. So the health of your guts is so important. You have to be sure that you have something that works for you. You're eating healthy and you're drinking lots of water, taking probiotics and vitamins that are good for you, so that your skin can stay clear, because a lot of issues we have on the skin come from the gut. Now, that said, the next thing is anxiety and stress. Many people think that when they are stressed, they are working out, that it has nothing to do with their skin. That is a big lie. One thing you should know and be very sure of is that the health of your skin has a lot to do with whether you're stressed or you have anxiety. So your stress level, anxiety level has a lot of impact on you. When you are anxious, when you have a very busy schedule at work or activities around, you might find out that you're breaking more, and it's almost not controllable, such that you constantly keep treating and you keep breaking out. It looks like everything you're using is not working. So when you find that out, you know that you have to check your stress level. You don't sleep enough, you have too much activity, you're not well hydrated, then it might be worsening the acne, and you might keep using topical creams, serums and all that, and you will not get any help. And that is why it's important for you to, as much as you work hard so that you can be successful in your area of endeavors, it is important for you that you have a work-life balance, that you have times to rest. You ensure that you are not just overwhelmed at all times. You have a balance. You take periodical rests in between work so that you can stay healthy. The health of your body eventually will impact the health of your skin. So anxiety in the mind, because one important thing you must understand is that when your stress level, anxiety level is high, it will cause an increase in your cortisol and also hydrogens, which would increase sebum production. And what is sebum? That's oil, or you see, that makes you have a lot of shine on your skin. And when you have sebum, that is what bacteria feed on. They get locked into the sebum, feed on it, and you begin to break out. And that's why when you have your cortisol high, you have your androgens high, you tend to have more breakouts. And that means that stress would increase the levels of your cortisol and androgens. And that's why you have to stay relaxed as you work. You have to ensure that you're making a lot of effort to have a proper balance to your work ethics, such that you work, you rest, and you're not too stressed or anxious over any issue. And you can even notice that in the healings of wounds, when you have a cut or a wound on your skin, injury, you find out that sometimes when you are very stressed, it takes a longer time for it to heal up. And that's why it's important that you control your stress level. Very, very important. One other thing that might be worsening your acne that you may not have been paying attention to is the actives you use. And in this video, I'm going to particularly be telling you what actives you shouldn't mix. One important thing you must know is that you shouldn't, in one routine, mix two actives, or more than two actives rather, that are more than two actives. And even if you're mixing two actives, they have to be compatible. They have to be compatible. If at all you're mixing two actives, then you might need to split it up. Maybe use one in the morning during your morning routine and another in the evening routine, or you use them in separate days, on separate days, to achieve your goals. I know that many of us tend to have so many skincare issues. You probably have dull skin, you want a brighter skin, you want a plump skin, you probably have a rough skin and maybe breakouts, acne, and you're trying to work at all that at once. I would advise you to choose your battles one after the other. So it's important for you to ensure that you do not overdo things. Don't use too many actives. So use 1 to 2 at a time. Make sure they are compatible. And when you do that, ensure that you have a balance, okay? A good balance with your actives, your toners, and your cleansers and moisturizers. Very, very important. And what are the actives you shouldn't be missing? For instance, I will just mention a few because the list is endless. The list is so long that I can't exhaust them right on this video. But let's look at retinol. For instance, retinol, what does it does to you? Of course, it helps you to have a smooth, young-looking skin and brighter skin. So if you have a dull skin, hyperpigmentation, uneven skin tone, you want to do retinol, which is what most people, especially if you are in the tropical regions, you are in Africa where you have a lot of sun, you might be having that issues, or maybe you have been having breakouts for so long, you want to even out your skin, you want a smoother and brighter skin, then you can talk of retinol. But what can you mix with retinol? For different skincare issues, you can mix retinol with different actives and different to achieve different goals, skincare goals. But let me mention things you should never mix in your routine with retinol. Serums, let me say, actives you should never mix. For instance, you should never mix retinol with any AHA. all the AHAs. Don't mix retinol with AHAs like glycolic acid, mandelic acid, lactic acid, or kojic acid. Never ever mix retinol. Don't mix them. You're going to break them out. You're going to have a very terrible skin. Also, you do not mix retinol with BHAs like salicylic acid. No, you cannot mix that together. You should also ensure that you, for instance, even if you are mixing retinol, you can't mix the same active in all your skincare product. Like you use it in your serum and the same glycolic acid in your serum, and you have it in your toner, you are going to be over exfoliating, and it will irritate your skin, and most likely you will break out. So that is important. So you have to, for instance, again, you cannot mix retinol with vitamin C in the same routine. If you must use that, then what you need to do is to use retinol at night and vitamin C in the morning. Very, very important. And when you're using retinol, vitamin C, ensure to have your sunscreen on, especially when it's used during the day. Very, very important. Other things like using your AHA, salicylic acid, with Vaseline is very, 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 very wrong. It's a no-no. You have to be very careful. Using retinol with benzyl peptides, it's benzyl peroxides, it's a no-no. So it's important that you are very, very careful and choose your battle right. Another thing that can be causing you to be having your acne not resolving is over exfoliating. Ensure you are not over exfoliating. You shouldn't exfoliate more than twice in a week. More than twice, and you cannot be using a chemical exfoliant and a physical exfoliant at the same time. Okay, you can choose which, and you have to be very, very careful that you are not over exfoliating. Once or twice a week is sufficient, so don't over exfoliate. That can be increasing the acne. Also, whether you are over cleansing or because you have a oily skin, you're always producing sebum, you keep cleansing, you cleanse in the morning, you cleanse in the afternoon, you cleanse in the evening, you cleanse several times in a day. You are over cleansing, and what that will do to you is that it will make your body produce more sebum, because it's going to send notification to your brain that, oh, the skin is getting dry, oh, release more. That means the sebum is not enough. Release more. Your body keeps releasing sebum, and you keep having excess, and you have more things to deal with. So don't over exfoliate. Twice a week is perfect. Don't over cleanse. Twice a day is perfect. And not moisturizing. Cleansing or exfoliating without moisturizing will lead to a dry skin, and most likely you'll break out. So these are a few of things that could be worsening your acne. If you got value, if you know anyone that is going through any of these challenges, please ensure to share this video to them. And most importantly, watch out for my next videos. There are going to be a lot of values that you get from all these videos as I put them out. Ensure to like, ensure to share, and subscribe to my channel. Till my next video. Bye.